Sister wives. Kody Brown is now blaming Kody for his divorce, but not himself. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Gossip America Sister Wives. I am Angela, and I hope you are all having a fantastic day. Thanks for tuning and keep watching now. Sister Wives star has never taken the blame for his divorces. He always blamed his exes and older children for all the family drama. However, the TLC star is now blaming God for his divorce from his first wife, Mary, and Kody is officially ending their marriage in season 19. The former went to the church to end their spiritual marriage. She had legally parted ways with her partner a long time ago. Kody divorced his first wife to marry his fourth wife and adopt her kids. They were connected with a spiritual bond after the divorce. Sadly, things took a nasty turn, and Mary had to pull the plug after she felt unwanted and unloved. So why is Kody blaming God for his divorce? Does he have any regret for his actions? Keep on circumcision to learn more about Kody's beliefs. Sister wives. Fans think Kody and Robin plotted split with Mary for major this reason. Sister Wives star Kody Brown usually gets all the hate and criticism for gaslighting his wives. He legally parted ways with Mary several years ago to marry his fourth wife. However, fans believe Kody and Robin plotted everything to scam Mary. Recently, some Redditors shared their opinions about Kody and Mary's divorce. The user noted smartly Kody made his first wife believe that he was divorcing his wife for the family's best wife. He knew that Mary was among the primary breadwinners of the family. Soon, things went bitter between the TLC star and his first wife. Now, fans believe that Kody scammed his first wife so he didn't have to pay her any compensation. The celeb and his favorite wife lived a luxurious life from Mary's income for years. Later, they made her walk out of the marriage to avoid financial compensation. Sister wives. Kody blames God for his failed marriage with Mary. Sister Wives star Kody Brown likes to blame others for his faults. Interestingly, he blamed God for all the mess in his life this time. Recently, Mary went to the Mormon church for a spiritual release from Kody Brown. She sarcastically noted that it had been an interesting year. The TLC star recently discussed how his marriage with Kody Brown fell apart. Mary felt that her husband pushed her all these years, so he didn't have to pull the plug on their marriage. She explained that his ex wanted to prove to everyone that his hands were clean, so she left him. She drove to Utah to get a release from the church, so she was no longer married to him in any way, shape, or form. Kody had a weird reaction to his divorce. He explained that he gave their marriage some time because Robin felt that God could have changed things between them. He stated, "And that was advice that I took, and I waited." However, he soon realized that nothing could work between them. Hence, he felt that God didn't show him the way to save his marriage with Mary. He felt sorry for his ex-wife and hoped that he figured it out sooner. Moreover, the reality TV star was relieved that they were divorced because he had moved on years ago. Kody called everything heartbreaking and sad. He admitted his fears about Mary's reaction if he pulled off the band-aid. Further, he added, "Because Mary was never loyal to me. Ever." Sister Wives Tony says Kody Brown and David Woolley are alike. What prompted Sister Wives star Tony Padron to say that Kody Brown and David Woolley were alike? Christine Brown Woolley is thrilled about her next date with David and is sharing that with her kids. Yet Tony makes a comparison between her new man and her ex, but what is it? Keep reading for more details. Tony says Kody Brown and David Woolley are alike. Kody Brown and Christine Brown Woolley have been apart since early 2021. That was when she shared she was done with him in the plural family. She then sold her Flagstaff home and opted to take her youngest daughter, Truly, and move to Utah. Her children and family were there, so she wanted to be surrounded by love. As she was preparing to leave, Kody was desperate for her to stay despite their struggles. So he tried to convince her that any man in Utah would take her for all she was worth, and she would be left with nothing. Luckily, she met David Woolley and they instantly connected. they left their first date ready for the second. Within a year, they tied the knot in front of over 300 family and friends. Though TLC aired their wedding special at the end of season 18, the current season documents how they met. Currently, Christine is chatting with her kids about David and how it's been a month but she adores him. Then, Kody Brown-Padron's husband, Tony Padron, compares him to Kody. However, his reasoning is ridiculous. Tony reasoned that David Woolley and Kody Brown were both boomers, therefore that was what made them similar. He noted a lot of what David talked about did not make sense to him, which was very similar to what Kody would say. Now David is 60, so yes, he is a boomer, but Kody is only 55, so he is not. Therefore, the only things the men have in common are they've been with Christine, and they confuse Tony. A whole debate ensues over if David is a boomer, and a producer tells Christine he is, but she just laughs. After learning Tony Padron's justification, Sister Wives fans were completely over him. They felt that he was annoying and more so, did not like how he got a kick out of knocking down Christine Brown Woolley's happiness. Tony is so annoying. It's not funny to be irritating for the sake of being irritating. And to say he reminds him of Kody, who treated Christine like garbage, just to squash Christine's joy because he thinks it's funny, is very uncool. Tony is such a troll, lol. I was glad to hear Truly's answer about David. Funny, and they get along. Tony says anything for attention. He fits right in. Fans also noted how Tony was more like Kody Brown, if ever a comparison were to be made. It took a while for Kody to warm up to Tony and vice versa. Then they got along swimmingly, and now that has been shattered. Who knows if they can mend fences? Do you believe that Kody and David are anything alike? Moreover, what did you think of Tony's explanation? Let us know and watch Sister Wives Sundays on TLC. Sister Wives. Kody Brown's estrangement from his children is ruining his last marriage. Can Robyn talk sense into him? Kody Brown's fractured relationship with his adult children is now jeopardizing the Sister Wives star's marriage to Robyn Brown. The former polygamist famously had 18 children between his 4 wives, Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown, and Robyn. Kody was an attentive father during the show's early seasons, but he was spread thin. Kody divided his time between his wives' 4 homes, meaning he only saw his children for a fraction of the time. Kody's bonds with his children began to weaken as they grew older. During the COVID pandemic, Kody blamed his adult children for keeping the family apart as they continued to attend work and social gatherings. Meanwhile, Kody's marriages to Meri, Janelle, and Christine disintegrated, and his children sided with their mothers. Rather than owning up to his mistakes, Kody cut off communication with those he felt had wronged him. In Sister Wives Season 19, Kody's estrangement from his children emerged as a source of tension in his marriage to Robyn. The two ended up in a heated debate, in which Robyn voiced her disgust with Kody's actions. Kody and Robyn spent their first Thanksgiving without their plural family. Sister Wives Season 19 captured the immediate aftermath of Kody's divorces from Meri, Janelle, and Christine, including the first holiday season following the breakups. Thanksgiving proved to be a particularly painful time for Kody and Robyn. While Christine and Janelle were thrilled to spend the holiday with their children, Kody and Robyn's day was spent mourning what they had lost. The Browns used to have large Thanksgiving celebrations with upwards of 50 people. Their gatherings grew smaller as the children grew up and the family splintered, but they still maintained their plural family culture. Despite Meri's strained marriage to Kody, she joined him and Robyn for their family's Thanksgiving dinner in 2021. They made the best of the situation, and the children were happy to see Meri. During Season 19, which took place in 2022, Robyn and Kody spent their first Thanksgiving alone with their 5 children. Meri had just ended her marriage to Kody and thought it would be weird to join them for Thanksgiving. This forced them to face the reality of their current situation. Polygamy had been Kody's entire identity, and he admits he failed in his mission. Robyn, who was still clinging to hope that the family could be reunited, was devastated to spend Thanksgiving without any of the extended family. The summer holiday left them both in a vulnerable state. Robyn's past experiences make her relate to Kody's children. In Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 4, Kody's estrangement from his children was revealed to be a source of dispute in his marriage to Robyn. Robyn put pressure on Kody to reach out to his kids, which led to an explosive argument. She admitted she was losing respect for Kody because of his callous behavior and was so worried about these kids. Robyn understood the pain Kody's kids were feeling, and she tried desperately to help him see their point of view. Robyn urged Kody to at least continue reaching out to his children despite their cold reception. Robyn displayed an uncharacteristic level of empathy by siding with Kody's kids. She had experienced similar abandonment from her father after her parents' divorce. Robyn's father disappeared from her life, and it left a lasting impact on her. She worried Kody was following a similar path, and she resented him for it. Robyn urged Kody to at least continue reaching out to his children despite their cold reception. Unlike Kody, she knows even though they are now young adults, they are still his children and need their father. Kody called his children a trigger point. Kody's estrangement from his children has led to harsh criticism by both Sister Wives viewers and his wives. Kody frequently cites his divorces as having started the estrangement, but his lackluster parenting began years earlier. As Kody's children became adults, he stopped putting in effort with those who moved away. He spent the pandemic social distancing with Robyn and went months without seeing or even speaking to his other wives' children. It was this attitude that caused Christine and Janelle to lose interest in Kody, proving the estrangement started before the divorces. Kody is extremely sensitive to discussions about his children and calls them a trigger point. He perceives their hurt as rejection of him, which is detrimental to his fragile ego. Now Kody is infuriated that their alleged rejection puts his marriage to Robyn at odds. Kody speaks dismissively of his children, calling them these people who have created the biggest rift in my life. He is hung up on the way his children have treated him while refusing to dig deeper and consider the source of. He admitted his children claim he was never present for them, and his defense is that he had 4 wives to split his time between. Unfortunately, Kody is still missing the point. Kody laments that his children blame him for their estrangement. He admitted his children claim he was never present for them, and his defense is that he had 4 wives to split his time between. Unfortunately, Kody is still missing the point. He chose to live in polygamy, which benefited him but left his children without a father most of the time. Kody's choice dramatically impacted his children's lives, yet he resents them for being hurt by it. Kody's refusal to accept any of the blame leaves his family at a standstill. Can Robyn persuade Kody to change? Robyn has shouldered much of the blame for the family's dissolution due to her strong influence on Kody. She has been known to manipulate Kody into giving her special treatment, which is part of what drove the plural family apart. However, in this case, Robyn's controlling tendencies may prove to be beneficial. If Kody truly values his marriage to Robyn, he will put more effort into making amends with his children. They are hurt by their father's abandonment. Regardless of his motivation, Kody reaching out is the only way to save their relationships. Robyn may have her flaws, but she should be praised for forcing Kody to face the consequences of his poor parenting. Unfortunately, Kody has historically been unwilling to make sacrifices for his wives. When faced with a similar dilemma with Janelle, Kody refused to reconcile with their sons Hunter Brown, Garrison Brown, and Gabriel Brown. Even though it ultimately ended their marriage, he admitted he has been sabotaging his marriage to Robyn after losing everything else in his life. Kody's stubborn personality has been evident throughout Sister Wives, and he may be willing to risk everything for the sake of his own pride. Wives. Meri Brown got formal acknowledgement that Kody Brown abandoned her. She's moving on. Sister Wives star Meri Brown finally got formal acknowledgement that her ex-husband Kody Brown abandoned their marriage by their church leaders, and she's taking the information as a sign to move on. Though Sister Wives Season 19 is different than any other season of the series by far, the relationship dynamics between Kody and Meri haven't changed much since the end of Sister Wives Season 18. Kody, the patriarch of the Brown family, who once had a quartet of wives in his plural family, has been dealing with the shift of going from 4 wives down to 1, Robyn Brown. Meri, Christine Brown, and Janelle Brown have all left the patriarch in the last 2 years, causing chaos for the extended Brown family as they navigate the changes in their relationships. Meri and Kody's marriage, which was the first of the plural Brown family, spanned over 30 years, but things became difficult when Kody fell for Robyn and emotionally distanced himself from his other wives. While Meri continued to try to make things work, she had a few missteps of her own as she moved through the 2010s. Meri's decision to leave Kody and their marriage behind wasn't taken lightly. Meri requested a release from her marriage to Kody from their church. Although Meri and Kody's relationship wasn't always bad, things began to get worse after Robyn joined the family, which pushed Kody and Meri to get a legal divorce. Though she was still his wife spiritually, the pair were legally separated so that Kody could legally marry Robyn and adopt the children she had from a previous marriage. Despite knowing that Meri wouldn't be happy about having to split from Kody, she graciously took a step back in hopes that it would keep her marriage safe. After years of difficulty, Kody and Meri decided to step away from their relationship in the finale of Sister Wives Season 18. Though Meri revealed that it was a mutual decision, Kody tried to push the narrative that Meri had made it on her own and pushed him into splitting up. While he was hopeful that they wouldn't actually have to go through the church to end their relationship, Meri decided to do things as formally as possible. She requested a release from her marriage to Kody from church leaders, and they quickly granted the release to Meri. The church granted Meri her release on grounds of abandonment. Meri's release came with a formal statement from the church that shared they felt the release was appropriate due to Kody's abandonment of the relationship. While Kody has been adamant for years that he didn't leave Meri behind when he brought Robyn into the fold, the release begs to differ. Explaining that Kody and Meri's marriage didn't have the spousal support that the church deemed sufficient, the release allows Meri to move about her life as an unmarried woman. Sister Wives Meri's release will allow her to be more independent in the eyes of the divine, which she holds highly. Kody can't deny that he left Meri high and dry. Although Meri's release was something Kody knew she was seeking out, seeing that the church has officially deemed that he abandoned her in the eyes of their leaders was likely a surprise. Kody seemed to be of the mind that his relationship with Meri was mutually abandoned, but it was clear that Meri still felt that there was something she could do to win her husband back. The Sister Wives patriarch may be upset that Meri's chosen to take a different path and find herself released from their marriage, but his behavior is what helped push her to that decision.